having time. All right, let's just settle into a nice, comfortable seated posture. You can have both feet flat on the floor if you're looking at your computer, if you're at your computer. Some of you may be in a cross-legged position, so just bring your attention right now to your feet. Maybe the texture and the temperature of the feet as they connect to the floor or your shoes or your slippers. And then maybe if you have your feet underneath your legs in cross-legged position, the weight of your upper thighs on your feet. And feel the weight of your legs in the chair. Sit bones in the chair and your hands in your lap. They can be in the meditation mudra or not, but the right hand nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. This is the traditional meditation mudra in this tradition. And then align your shoulders with your hips and then your ears with your shoulders. And you'll notice in that process, you're already starting to lengthen your spine. And imagine your spine is a beautiful string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. And you're just lengthening your spine, putting space in between those vertebrae. And then, bring your attention to the crown of the head and release your scalp. Just relax any tension on the top of the head. And then the eyebrows, the forehead, the eyebrows, the nose, even your eyelashes and your eyelids, your eyes, your cheeks, the area around the mouth, back of the tongue, the jaw, your ear, your inner ears, your temples, and just go to the back of the head and release any tension there at the base of the skull, the occipital bone, and then allow your shoulders and shoulder blades just to drop down. Relax the throat and the chest and your belly and all of your limbs. And be aware of your breath as you inhale and exhale. The sensation of the air through the nostrils, slightly cooler as you're breathing in, slightly warmer as you're exhaling. And just notice the breath as you're inhaling and exhaling. Notice this 360-degree expansion of the lungs and the rib cage. The diaphragm drops, making room for your lungs and the air. And then as you exhale, everything just kind of comes back in, contracts. And then bring to mind all the people of your life, your loved ones, your strangers, the ones you're not super comfortable with. Maybe you have aversion for them. And remembering these relationships that, they can be interchangeable over time, over lifetimes, over even this lifetime. And no matter how you feel about anyone, they're all equal, just like you and me, in that they want to be happy, they don't want to suffer. And they all have this extraordinary capacity for a Buddha mind. So we'll do this little meditation this morning on blessing our speech, all these people of our life. So imagine every person that you run into today, every person that you speak to today is blessed because of this little blessing you're doing. And that everything that comes out of your mouth today will be a benefit to another person. So we start. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge to the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. So here we come, the visualization. It says, the instructions, purify the truly existent I in emptiness. Then your wisdom realizing emptiness, which is non-dual with great bliss, manifests as a deity. But if you have not taken any kind of initiation, any kind of permission to manifest as a deity, don't do that. So meanwhile, what we'll do, everybody can do this anyway, is we'll do a very short body of light meditation. So you imagine on the crown of your head is this beautiful sphere of white light. Translucent, radiant. Now I am coming across in my classes at the YMCA, a couple of people have this particular condition where they cannot visualize. And curiously, it seems to be scientists. And so if you happen to be one of these people, then you imagine it's just enough to know it's there intellectually. You don't have to see it with your mind's eye. And this light contains all the goodness and the bliss and the kindness and the wisdom and the intelligence and creativity of all the Buddhas in all the universes, right there above the crown of your head. So just feel that. And then this sphere of light starts to reduce in size until it comes to about the size of a 1 inch in diameter, maybe 2 centimeters. And this just dissolves into you through the crown of your head, past your third eye chakra, past your throat chakra, and settles at your heart, this little tiny sphere of white light. So feel it there at your heart, and then it begins to expand once again. And as it expands, all the solid parts of the body start to dissolve into light. So your organs, your brain, lungs, pancreas, spleen, liver, gallbladder, kidneys, all your intestinal organs, digestive, elimination, reproduction, all of these, so many bits and pieces we have inside. Just imagine they're all dissolving into light. And then your bones becoming light. All the bone marrow becomes light. The interconnective tissue becomes light. Ligaments, tendons, muscles, the fascia. Then all the blood and the fluids and the plasma, cerebrospinal fluid, all becomes light. And your skin and hair and nails, eyelashes, all becomes light. So just for a moment or two, we can just meditate on our body as a body of light. And should a distracting sound or thought arise in your mind, just dissolve it into light. Maybe there's a sound from outside. Dissolve it into light. Now imagine on your tongue is a syllable R, A-H, standing upright. And that R transforms into a flat moon disk lying on your tongue. And on top of that appears a white syllable Om. And that's encircled by the white Sanskrit vowels standing clockwise. You would read them clockwise. And then the red Sanskrit consonants are standing counterclockwise. And then the blue heart mantra of dependent relation standing clockwise. So now imagine light beams radiating from the syllable Om and the mantra garlands and hooking back the blessings and power of the speech of those beyond and not beyond the world in the form of the three mantras, the seven sublime precious objects of a king's reign, the eight auspicious signs, and the eight auspicious substances. So imagine all the blessings and power of the speech are hooked back in the form of the three mantras, seven precious objects, eight auspicious signs, and this fills the whole sky and they absorb into the mantras on the moon disk on your tongue, like rain falling on the ocean. So now we start from the inner circle and we imagine white nectar beams flowing down from the mantra and filling your whole body. And all the negative karmas collected with your body from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om, A, E, I, U, Zhi, Zhi, Li, Li, E, O, Ang, A, Swaha. Om, A, E, I, U, Zhi, Zhi, Li, Li, E, O, Ang, A, Swaha. Om, A, E, I, U, Zhi, Zhi, Li, Li, E, O, Ang, A, Swaha. And then the Sanskrit consonants, Kali. As you recite the consonants, red nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body. All negative karmas collected with your speech from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om kakakaka nya tsatsatagya na tatatata na tatatata na papa baba ma yaralawa shaka sa hakya svaha. Om kakakaga nya tsatsatagya na tatatata na tatatata na papa baba ma yaralawa shaka sa hakya svaha. Om kakakaka nya tsatsatagya na tatatata na tatatata na papa baba ma yaralawa shaka sa hakya svaha. And then the heart mantra of dependent relation. And as you recite the mantra, blue nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body. And all negative karmas collected with your mind from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om ye dhamma hetu pabhawa hetun tekan tatagato hayavada tekan sayo nirada ebambadi maha shramane svaha. Om ye dhamma hetu pabhawa hetun tekan tatagato hayavada tekan sayo nirada ebambadi maha shramane svaha. Om ye dhamma hetu pabhawa hetun tekan tatagato hayavada tekan sayo nirada ebambadi maha shramane soha svaha soha. Don't know. Now we absorb the mantras. So the heart mantra of dependent relation, this is the outside, the blue one, absorbs into the consonants, the red ones, the consonants into the vowels, the white ones, and the vowels into the syllable om, the om into the moon cushion, and that transforms back into a syllable ah. And this ah melts into pink nectar and absorbs into your tongue, and this becomes the nature of a vajra. So you remember from our practice in the evening, the vajra is representative of compassion. And your tongue becomes very heavy and strong, as if difficult to move, and as indestructible as a vajra. So it would imply that your compassion is indestructible. So generate strong faith that all the blessings and power of the speech of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, Arhats, Yogis, and Sages have entered your speech and made it perfect. And think, my speech has become perfect. So some benefits. The power of your speech becomes perfect. Whatever you recite is multiplied 10 million times. The power of your speech is not taken away by eating wrong foods, and gossiping becomes the recitation of mantra. And we dedicate, may the tongue sense base have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss by the magnificent power of my words. May all sentient beings be subdued. May all the meanings of whatever words I say be accomplished. Okay, so now we do our daily mantras. Blessing the mala. So if you have a mala there, you can bless it. If you don't, don't worry. Om Rachira Mani Pravarataya Hum. 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 So then we blow on the mantra on the mala, and all the recitations you do of the 6 mantras taught by the Tathagata are multiplied 100 sextillion times, 10 to the 23rd. This is taught in the unfathomable mansion of increasing jewels. And then the mantra to increase virtue. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. So now you imagine that any virtuous activity you do is multiplied by 100,000. And this is taught in the Sutra of the Wheel of Complete Dedication. And the exalted stainless beam, totally pure light mantra. This is another purification mantra. Namanawa nawa tinan tatagata ganganam divalukanan kotinu to shatasa shranan ombabari tsari mari gala salawari svaha. Namanawa nawa tinan tatagata ganganam divalukanan kotinu to shatasa shranan ombabari tsari mari gala salawari svaha. Nama nawa nawa tinan tatagata ganganam divalukanan kotinu to shata sashranan ombabari tsari mari gala salawari svaha. So talking to a person who has recited this mantra purifies even the 5 heavy negative karmas without break. Just hearing the voice of a person who has recited this mantra, being touched by their shadow or touching their body, purifies negative karmas collected in this and past lives. If you recite this mantra, you won't be harmed by poison, spirits, lightning, and so forth. So given that our earth is kind of heating up a little bit, and we have lots of flooding here right now, and storms and trees coming down, this maybe will protect. All the Buddhas will protect you, Chenrezig will look after you, and all the Devas and those who are living in Samaya will support you. You won't be harmed by black magic, mantras, rituals, and substances. If this mantra is put inside a stupa, the negative karmas of anyone who sees the stupa, hears of it, touches it, or is touched by earth, dust, or wind that has touched it, are purified. They won't be reborn in the lower realms, and instead will be born as happy, transmigratory beings. There's a lot packed into that little mantra, and the same here. This mantra of great wisdom, Bimala Ushnisha. Om Shri Yade Savatatagata Shrida Gaba Zola Damadata Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Savatatagata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishadi Svaha. Om Shri Yade Savatatagata Shridaya Garbe Zola Damadatu Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Savatatagata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishadi Svaha. Om Shri Yade Savatatagata Shridaya Garbe Zola Damadatu Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Sava Tatagata Samendra Ushnika Bimale Bishadi Soha. So again, purifies the 5 heavy negative karmas without break of anyone who hears it. The second is that because it is the most powerful mantra for consecration, can be used to consecrate holy objects as well as rocks, trees, mountains, and so forth. Kind of like that, including your own mala and your own little holy objects. Dejin Shebazazin Galpala Chagsalo Tayata Om Dara Dara Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Shebazazin Galpala Chagselo Tayata Om Dara Dara Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Shebazazin Galpala Chagselo Tayata Om Dara Dara Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Selo Tayata Om Dari Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Selo Tayata Om Dari Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Selo Tayata Om Dari Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Selo Tayata Om Dari Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Selo Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejan Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejan Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejan Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. Dejan Sheba Zazen Kapala Chag Selo. Tayata Om Dar Dar Durane Bande Soha. So whoever memorizes the name of this Tathagata and the words of this mantra will have all their wishes fulfilled without exception. I think they mean virtuous wishes here. Wishes. Anyway. So you'll notice that last little mantra is also a mantra that can be used before you recite and read prayers. And then we have the mantra to bless the feet. You can also use this mantra, blow on the tires of your car or your bicycle or any other vehicle that you're running around in, and blow on your shoes before you walk out the door. I'm Crutcheragan Hum 3 So, 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 huh? And then just blow on your, blow on your socks or your slippers or whatever you have on. And we might have time for just Lama Sange. Okay. O Lama Sange Lama Chudeji Lama Kedunte Kungi Polama in Lama Namla Kyab Suchi Lama Sange Lama Chudeji Lama Kedunte Kungi Je Polama in Lama Namla Kyab Suchi. The Guru is Buddha, the Guru is Dharma, the Guru is Sangha. Also, the Guru is the creator of all happiness. In all Gurus, I take refuge. Okay, let's just dedicate any insight, any merit we've created, any creative energy doing this practice. Benefit to all those people of your life, and by extension, all sentient beings. Okay, everybody. So nice to see you all on Boxing Day, and I will see some of you this evening. Okay.